Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And last time we had a little bit of a short episode as we got right up to this point. Game! Okay, I'll show it off. New enemy, why not? Though this game really doesn't like me. Killer Bird. These are the guys that I was talking about last time, though I don't recall exactly what I was talking about with reference to them. They... Oh yeah, they confuse you, that's right. I remembered. Don't confuse them, thank you. And Rose, because they're Darkness Elemental, she'll do crap for damage against them, so I was going to have her attack the one in the back, but she can't seem to hit anybody, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's get rid of the Killer Bird before he does something quite evil. Aww. At least he's stunned. At least that means he won't confuse me. Let's finish off this guy. Can I not hit the guy in the back row? What's wrong with you? That's not very nice. Why would you hit Hashel that way? Okay, we'll take on this guy. Finish him off. Be done with him. Then we'll finish off the last guy. Alright, my additions are substantially higher than they were last time I played through this game during my test run, so my previous strategy from my last attempt will not apply here. Though there is one thing I would like to go over. I can go to my menu real quick. Armed. I have changed up my equipment slightly. I gave Dart the Talisman because the boss can inflict instant death. And Hashel is now on the Therapy Ring because he may want it to keep his HP up in this boss fight. Other than that, yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to note is you definitely want the Knight's Helm on Dart if you're going to be doing what I'm doing. It gives him some magic attack, which although it doesn't, quite equal up to Rose's, it's definitely quite good. And there we go. We just got into a fight one step ago. What is the problem with fighting again? That's true. Exactly. What is so frightening to you, Shauna? Oops, skimmed by that too fast. Even I didn't read it. Are we gonna run? Now, if you notice the face right by Meru's head there, it reminds me of the Gi attack boss in Final Fantasy VII. Though this time, unfortunately, he doesn't come to life on the screen and look really creepy. This is Virage 2. Which technically it's just Virage, but anyway. This is the Virage, or a Virage, and as you've noticed, we don't have access to the special command because Dart no longer has his Dragoon, if I haven't mentioned that. Now, my method for doing this, all attack items, because there are two arms this time. The head is the main one that you have to kill, I believe. The head has about 1500 HP, the body has 900, and the arms, I think, have 300. The reason why I was recommending that you guys have, your additions at level 2, is because with all of those additions at level 2, you'll have just enough damage to take out one of the arm in one round. However, I think this is a more effective method. This is another one of those bosses that... Glitchy time! Time for the glitch report. Yeah, if you transform into Dragoon, it locks up. So, don't do that. I will show you more effective ways of dealing with it. Hashel, his magic stat's not so great, so I'm just going to have him attack the body there. We'll want to take out the body first because it's easy enough to do so. And yeah, so that's why I bought the attack items that I did buy earlier on, simply for this boss fight. Hey, 242! I think that's pretty close to the best I've ever done. And one arm down. The other arm has slightly more HP, so unfortunately it's not dead yet, which is why I bought a second attack item. So I should be able to finish off most of the HP these guys have here. Nah, not quite so good that time. And that will finish off the other arm. Now, it's one of the arms that can inflict instant death, so it's probably not a big deal. And I also took out the body too. So now all that's left is the head there, the main event. He's the one you have to kill in order to finish the fight. So yeah, it's this fight itself. If you use attack items and take things out really quickly, is actually quite short. I didn't realize how short, otherwise I would have tacked it on to the end of the last episode, but oh well. Live and learn, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much that's all there is. This boss has, I believe it's the head actually that can do it, is the ability to inflict confuse and stunned on all of your party members. Or at least 2, that's always what I seem to end up getting. The head is also quite slow, as you can see. He's not really attacking me while I'm beating the crap out of him. So yeah, once you take down the other parts, this boss fight becomes incredibly easy. Now, I'm not going to reduce pretty much every boss fight to what I've done kind of so far with attack items. You know, I'm not going to be able to do that forever, and I want to actually show off some of what these bosses can do. Though, you know, if you're kind of following along, then I find that these strategies are probably, you know, the most effective method anyway. And they usually don't cost much. And he can revive those in the middle of the fight, though in this case, oh no, he did revive them. I was thinking that he also revives them once you beat him. And it missed. That, I think that's just damage. Yeah, I don't think he revives the body at all. So, let's see. One more, and that should be about all. And, yeah. Apparently, Dart can jump multiple, you know, like 10, 20 feet in the air. That's where the emulator will glitch up, right about there. If you you use your Dragoons. Shauna, move! Shauna, move now! Shauna, what are you doing? Shauna? What the hell? What's going on? Whoa. Like the physics, very nice, even though they don't make sense here. Not... That's kind of a good question, though. Not really the best for her torn up emotions right now. Hey! That's what you're supposed to be doing, Dart. Well done. No, I know I've talked about it before, but for a PlayStation title, the facial expressions in this game are quite well done. You get a lot more facial change in something like this than you do in, any of the PlayStation level Final Fantasies. The only time you usually get, more is where they have like the anime portraits during individual lines of dialogue in games like Lunar or something like that. Anyway, you get a guaranteed mood serenade for this, which, as I said before, will increase your, or maxes out everyone's MP. Full restoration. So yeah, I guess I could have tacked that on to the end of the last episode. Oops. Are we bringing up the Rancor again? I'm assuming Rancor means something else in this instance. The only way I recognize this word is in reference to Star Wars, so I'm missing out on what she's saying there, but... What is up with Shauna anyway? And we get to talk to everybody. Dialogue time. You guided us here. We really only needed your help in order to realize that we needed help to get here. And what I mean by that is we didn't know that we needed permission. You told us that. You haven't really done anything else for us, Meru. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Of course. Well, things actually started happening to you long before Dart came back. He came back and you were already kidnapped. Aww, so cute. Well, not physically anyway, but your magic stat is getting to be very, very nice. It's actually as much as Meru's right now, and she's, or at least she was prior to the boss fight, 2 levels below. I believe Meru overtakes her in the magic stat later in the game, though I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, of course not. She has no idea what's happening. Hell, we don't know what's happening. It should have all ended 11,000 years ago. Why is everyone else around now? Dragons, Dragoons, Virage. The only thing we haven't seen that's been mentioned so far, hell, we've even seen a Giganto. But we haven't seen any Winglies yet. Well, we must go for it. That's pretty much all we can do. I'm not sure if you have to talk to everyone. I always end up talking to Hashel last, and that triggers the next sequence, so. Something wrong with her. It's not how I would word it. Sorry, I'm looking back. There's noises happening behind me. Anyway. Obtained more strength. Yeah, she was talking about that too. I don't think this event actually boosts her physical damage, but, you know, whatever. And more subtle hints for Dart. Yeah, it would be nice to see Dart actually do something. Yeah, that's been pretty well established by now. Yeah, there's more important, more pressing matters at stake here than Dart's inability to recognize Shauna's advances. Anyway, that's pretty much all we can do here. I don't think there's any items laying around here. At least I don't recall there being any. But some nice artwork. And some nice music. And hey, look at that, I got there without a battle. Sometimes you get stuck in a battle there. Pretty much every time you get onto the world map, the distance between when you're going to encounter combat is almost always exactly the same. It changes by the very smallest of, you know, increments of time, so it's hard to say, but I think if you walk an area, you usually have slightly more reach than if you run. But whatever. Oh, squeaking around on my chair here. I gotta get a new chair. Whoa! Play dodgeball. Whee! Ow! That hurt. Run! Run! And there's a battle. Let's see who it is. Who do we have this time? Ah, well, one of these guys is interesting. Piggy. Piggies drop sachets. As I was saying before, there is an enemy you can farm these items off of. However, I've probably played this game at least 5 times, and I have not gotten one. And I've spent, you know, an hour or 2 here on different occasions just grinding to see if I could get one. It's nearly impossible, and Berserker's Darkness Elemental does a lot of damage, so with Rose, I'm going to go after the Piggy. I don't know why he's called a Piggy, but I guess there it is. Let's see if we can have Hashel finish this guy off. Yay, nice. Now, the Berserker, if he doesn't miss, does quite a bit of damage. So, you do normally want to take them out first, and if Rose hadn't gone first, I probably would have gone after him. But, in exchange for that, they have crap for defense. 449 damage versus, like, 140 that I did to the last boss. Anyway, here we get a fake Night Shield. And here, we can go in here and hide from the arrows. They actually do, I think, a little bit of damage. They also stun you. Here, we have 20 gold. And let's go out this door. And we pick up the most important item here, another bandit's ring. And I haven't been using it on Dart, even though it would be better than, say, the Power Wrist, which I've had him equipped with till now. But when he doesn't have his Dragoon, I don't see as much point in using his normal attack as the others. So, anyway, play with the shiny light. Try pushing it. What did that do? Well, I'll tell you what that did. That disarmed all the traps. See? No more traps. Whee! More battles, though. Battle. Thank you. Okay, after that repeat battle with more piggies, we can head up here. Now, there is one more new enemy to be found here in normal encounters, but we will run into them in mandatory battles shortly thereafter. The enemy's presence. And now we get to walk around with our sword. And we get attacked by arrows. Apparently all of the members of the Garrett gang are archers. Go figure. Play with them. And we're not allowed to kill them. Or they're not allowed to kill us. I know what I'm talking about. No! And we can't go up here. That gets blocked off. And let's dodge some more arrows. Am I supposed to just try and leave? Ah, there we go. Ow. That one you can't avoid. No? What am I supposed to do, game? There we go. You just have to run around long enough. And for doing this, we get to face this dude, who is pretty much a gang from Final Fantasy IV knockoff. His name is Gangster. Now, there's only one battle with a gangster. Haschel. He was trained the same place you were? Huh. And yeah, so there's only one gangster in this area, and he's this forced encounter here. He comes with the other normal enemy that you fight around here, which are crafty thieves. He starts off the battle with a power-up, which is kind of unfortunate, although not particularly damaging. This is a special battle. The gangster can drop a bandit's ring. Since there's only one of him, and there's only one more chance to get a bandit's ring in the game, as far as I remember, yeah, I'm going to make sure that I get that, which means I may have to do this a couple of times off screen, but we'll see. Yeah, these normal enemies are not particularly challenging. My additions are starting to get pretty good in terms of damage here, so not a lot to worry about. I haven't changed any of my equipment setups from the previous boss fight. There'll be another boss fight later on in this area that will also have a chance of doing instant death, so I'm going to keep the whatever it is on Darth, the talisman there, and Haschel is going to keep with the therapy ring. And as you see, the therapy ring revives 10%. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. In that last battle off-screen, Rose gained Dragoon level 3, and she learned a new spell, Demon's Gate, which is quite nice, I guess. It inflicts instant death on all enemies, if they're susceptible, which means not on bosses, and that's the only time I would usually transform into a Dragoon other than to clear status effects. So it costs, I believe, 30 MP. Yeah, see, this is his damage with power-up on. It also increases his defense, and yeah, so that's why we're doing crap damage. Eventually we'll do some more damage to him once that effect wears off. It usually wears off in about 3 battles, so... Ow. Let's see. How many more hits are you going to take? Considering your power-up is worn off, probably not many. And he's gone. Now, come on, big money. I don't want to have to do this battle again. Fine, I'll be right back. And I'm back, and sad to report that I have no luck. Yeah, the drop rate from this guy is about 2%, so I always try, and I think I've got it once, so yeah, it's not a very likely thing to happen, but meh, whatever, I tried. The other thing to note is I was checking out on the drops of everyone else around here. The thieves, the crafty thieves, they can actually steal your gold, and you just have to kill them in order to get it back. But more importantly than that, the Berserker that I fought earlier can drop an Energy Girdle, which is a new piece of armor for Hashel that you won't be able to buy until Disc 3 sometime, I believe. Somewhere around there anyway. Must have a connection. Oh yeah. Garrick. Kicked out over 20 years ago, huh? Kicked out. How is it that Hashel knew the name Garrick and didn't put 2 and 2 together? Really? 10 times as strong as you're not very powerful to begin with. Run away! Run away! Now what, Hashel? Okay. What are you doing, Hashel? Game. What the? What? You punched a stone wall and it cracked. Really, game? Hell, it even opens for him. Someone explain this, please? This makes no sense. Oh, it's such a long string of scenes. If I move forward again, there's more scenes. But that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. Next time, we'll continue on and see what connection, well, we kind of know what connection Hashel has to the leader of the Garricks, but let's see what connection Mappy has to him, and if we can get our Dragoon Stone back. And save those other people and figure out this connection to the castle. God, there's a lot of stuff to do here. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.